Okay. Rink-a-dink of the century.
Round 3, Germany's turn. I've done my purchases. It's 5 infantry, an artillery, 2 submarines, and a strategic bomber.
Perfect.
No tech rolls this time. I am satisfied with my tech
Remember
roll.
when your dad got a tech roll?
Yeah.
Remember when you announced the wrong track? Remember when Dad stabbed you in Baldur's Gate?
I do remember that. It was quite
Was it an
humorous.
accident?
It was, quote, an accident.
It was an accident.
He wasn't gunning for his life insurance or anything.
It was an accident.
Okay, what are you doing?
12th Panzer's coming out of Germany into here, and I'm taking the 4 infantry out of eastern Poland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. No, no, no. 1, 2,
You don't want to
3,
land your bomber close to me?
4, 5, 6.
Did you
Yes.
just like go near?
Yeah, I'm making sure I can get back.
Oh,
He's
okay.
counting spaces so that he.
4. Awesome. And this tactical bomber is going to come in here. I think that's the only attack I'm going to do, which feels very anticlimactic. But so strategic bombing there. He gets 3 shots at me, all at one.
So
Nice.
zip.
And then I get a die +2 on damage on his factory. Oh, did you want to intercept with that fighter? No. Okay.
Somebody looks ticked.
3 damage. Which is awesome.
On
because
a minor factory,
on a minor
I
factory,
have to
that's-
repair those 3.
So it has 3 damage now.
Yeah, so he's got to spend $3 to fix it, or it won't be producing anything this next turn.
So each damage is repaired by 1 IPC.
Okay, what do you have for this?
I have.
Oh, here, while you're winking around, what do you have?
So I've got 4 infantry, 4 mechanized infantry, 3 tanks, and those 3 tanks buff my tactical bomber to fighting at a 4.
All right, what do you have, sir?
3 artillery, a mechanized infantry, and 1 tank.
Okay, hang on.
I'm waiting. My ones. 1 hit. My 3. 2 more. And my 4. Got one.
Did he just wipe you out?
No, I have a tank left. He's gonna have to take a second shot at that tank.
Okay.
All right, my green is my tank. Everything else are my 2s. So
1.
Woohoo!
And this is what I mean by his blitzkrieg has not run out of gas yet.
Okay, my 1s. Got him.
Holy hell.
3.
I'm glad you roll like that when it's pointless. All right. Yes.
Got one.
Took 1 out on his way out.
It's fine. 2 infantry. It's not the end of the world. All right, give me that buck back for the Baltic states, dude.
I'm down. Don't get comfortable.
All right, now you're doing your non-combat moves.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna move these 3 tanks here into Romania, and then these guys are gonna go 1, 2 into Eastern Poland. Oops. Knock that Ukrainian guy over. Yeah. Oh, and then I'm gonna move these back over there. Okay. Strategic bomber is gonna go in Germany. These 2 submarines are going to come out of Wilhelmshaven. And then I can dump. I have improved factories. So instead of 3, I can put 4 guys here in Slovakia, Hungary.
So unlike his damaged factory, yours are running on all cylinders.
Unlike actual Germany, I actually went full war economy. Okay. That is it. 41 is what I'm making. Plus 5 because I have Norway and Denmark.
All right. Can we get a slurp? Now we're on video. All right.
It is
Global round
3 Russians. Soviet Union.
All right,
That's
so
this guy.
my purchases, I'm going to purchase 3 infantry for each of my forwardmost factories and spend 3 to repair all 3 damage to my factory.
This guy's already pissed Steven off and is on his last nerve, so you may
And-
see some punching walls and kicking bumpers.
We're spending the rest of the 20 on 2 tanks and 2 mechanized infantry.
Okay.
So, first moves are going to be
Which ones are the Soviets? The dark brown?
Yeah.
Maroon.
They look dark brown.
Maroon.
Face is maroon.
and the first thing I'm going to do is not attack.
Ooh. So no combat moves?
I
Is this video going to be 56 seconds long?
probably
Maybe
because
swap the Japanese in then.
Maybe.
moving 2 artillery there and 2 infantry there. I'm gonna move that infantry there. Oh, I need to repair this, so that's repaired.
Don't you have to spend money to do that?
Yeah. Here, let me throw all my money in the coffers.
Did you plan for repairing that? That
Yes.
was included in this?
Yes.
Are you lying to me right now?
No.
Why do you have your lie face on?
It's $21 for the units and the repairs.
Do you believe him?
But I'll trust.
Whatever.
All right, what are you doing?
Withdraw. Withdraw. Withdraw.
What does withdraw mean? He just
He wants me to pull my units back so he can take more territory.
Just give me
That's
Ukraine.
just not gonna happen.
what if an angry Mudang just like
Mudang belongs more down here.
I'm pretty sure she's a pygmy hippo, so she's from flipping Thailand. She'll be around here.
Yes.
perfect, love it.
All right.
Not in the ocean.
It's like water. It's a hippo.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna move this artillery back. Those artillery forward. This infantry forward.
Got enough space there in Ukraine?
Infantry there. I'll chip this up later so it tidies up. And then I will move
I did that with the
from
Red Marina.
Smolensk to Belarus.
I chipped it all up, so it was
There we go.
even though it looked
You go
cooler with all the
forward.
ships laid out. But you know,
It does look pretty cool. What are you doing?
And that is a pro-ally territory.
it's going to Persia.
And then move these guys forward there.
It doesn't want me to get Iraq.
Where's Iraq at?
Above Saudi Arabia. Next to
Oh, because it'll give you 2 more.
2 IPCs and 3 guys, just for free. And I can build a factory.
But it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Sounds like that might be what he wants to do. Okay, so are you done?
Alright, and then yeah, I'm gonna place my units, obviously.
This is going to be a short one today, folks.
Drop
Three
Japan
there.
in there.
Plus, I'm tired and ornery.
3 here. So, just to clarify, there's only one and Bessarabia. There are 4 in Western Ukraine. Everybody else
Okay.
is there. And then stack these.
Can you be louder over there?
units in Moscow, and then I will collect my pitiful amount of money, 35.
Okay, that was the Soviet Union. You what? You were born ready? All right. Steven was born ready. You're gonna have blue lips from that cupcake.
Yeah.
So,
Turn 3,
yeah.
Japan. I'm buying a minor industrial complex, infantry, artillery, tank, and 2 destroyers. I'm
Over here.
gonna pack up this guy from Java, and I'm going to land in Malaya.
What do you mean land in Malaya?
Bum 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 bum. This carrier's gonna come in as well, and deposit those.
Is that one of the white carriers?
No, that one's a fleet carrier.
Oh, it's just a different color.
Yeah, I'm gonna come drop off.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Try not to barf.
And I come drop off a couple more guys. Take this cruiser and battleship in for the bombardments. And then this fighter is going to come in along with these tactical bombers. And I'm going to go in with these
What?
4 nerds.
What?
Good lord, can you?
Strategic bombers.
Are these 2 in?
Yeah, they came in from French Indochina. There's a...
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad.
And those are going to go there. Those are going to go
So
over
you're
here.
just gonna fight everybody today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we ball. I'm gonna pick up these guys on Borneo and land them in Sumatra. And that was just free money.
And that's 4.
4 IPCs.
Wow.
Heather,
Yeah.
you should probably record this.
Well, I am currently recording.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Xander has now
Surpassed America.
surpassed the United States.
In base income, he
In
still gets
base
like
income.
freaking $5 billion for just existing.
But
Is this
that
gonna
is
be?
no mean feat. I can tell you that.
Is this
right
gonna
now.
be Xander's first global victory?
No, he's
You're
not.
like,
Winning.
don't-
He's not winning.
Don't get crazy.
Okay.
Your teeth are blue.
Had a
I think that is all the combat moves I'm gonna
homemade
make. This one
cupcake.
real quick because this one's fast. It's just he's got 1 infantry. I've got 2 at 2, 1 at 3, and 1 at 4.
What's that little truck?
It's a
It's a mechanized infantry.
Oh.
My 2s got him. Yes.
That's right. What are you going to sacrifice?
Can you be like, instead of being at
I'm
volume
s-
10, can you be at volume like?
No, he's
7?
making me mad right now.
So China goes down 1. Japan goes up 1 more. Okay. We'll do this one right here in Sensi.
All the units are so people can see.
Oh,
Just like before, I've got 2 at 2 and 2 at 3. Nothing, and my fighters. That one.
Oh.
3 at 3.
3 at 2. Got 2.
2 yikers. Okay. I'm gonna lose a fighter and an infantry.
You're losing a fighter?
Now I'm gonna retreat out of that.
He's
Nonsense.
like, I
Did
don't
you
need.
just lose a fighter?
I don't need that noise.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
Well, you put your guys back on there.
Okay. I'll sink this
You'll try to sink it. What do you, a destroyer and a cruiser?
Destroyer and a cruiser.
Because the cruisers are for losers.
My destroyer, nothing,
Missed.
and my cruiser.
Missed again.
Yeah, 2 misses.
You ready for this? My submarine defends at 2. What'd you lose? Did you lose the cruiser or the destroyer? What's the?
This is the downfall of Xander Harrison Ross.
I don't
Did you lose the cruiser?
Yes. Got it.
Hang on. That hurt everyone, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
So you all just lost everything.
Basically.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he scored my cheapest naval unit took out 2 of his units. So
We will do Malaya first. We got 2 artillery, 2 infantry, a fighter, and a tactical bomber, and then I get a cruiser and a battleship bombardment. So black will be my 4, red will be my 3. Neither hit.
You should have done those backwards.
That's some absolute gunnery right there. Okay.
So that was the
Yeah, well,
bombardment part?
Yeah.
don't think that that's gonna save
So
me.
my 4 2s got 2.
Okay. Oh, what did you have?
I only had 4
4
infantry,
infantry and Anzac is 3
so
British.
I am having
I still have my
my units.
Oh,
halved.
sorry.
My 3. Nothing. And my 4. Got 1.
So that bombardment didn't necessarily help. The only saving grace I have here is to be able to take out more than 2 units, but
No, 2.
2.
Lose the 2 infantry. And it's a
Alright,
naval
I'm down
assault,
to
so
1.
I have to push.
What's it a naval assault? Because you started with.
Because I dropped them off by transport.
Amphibious assault.
You have to keep
Retreat.
going.
My 2s, nothing. My 3, got him. A lot of dice in the dice
That
dungeon.
foot shot was free, everybody.
Miss.
Yes. Keeping you in suspense here. Okay. So
And that's 3, correct?
3 down for the British, 3 up for the Japanese.
Oh my gosh.
Rubber fields are mine. Okay. And then move on to the Shan state. He's got 4 infantry, fighter,
Yeah.
artillery. I've got 2 infantry.
That fighter is gonna kick your tuchus.
2 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 strategic bombers, 2 tacticals, and a fighter.
You have.
A fighter, 3 infantry, and an artillery. Actually, 4 infantry. I take that back.
All right, my 2s. Got 1. 2. Sorry,
I was gonna say, did
that
you
was
get
2.
2?
That was 2.
There in fact was a video
Okay,
evidence.
if you wanna retreat, you can.
Got 1 more with my 3s.
Yeah, honestly, if you wanna retreat,
And
you
my
can.
4s. 2 more.
You guys want to see the face of pain? It's right here.
I make him hungry.
All right. So I have my 5 2s. And that is you lost 2.
Prefer not to lose anything.
And my fighter, which rolled a 6.
Oh, my 2s.
So, you're gonna keep going?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. My 3s. Got him.
Come on. RAF. Got 1.
I'm gonna lose a tactical.
So you lost everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just 1 IPC.
1 IPC, but that's a lot of units.
strategic bombers are gonna land back in French Indochina.
So this is the non-combat
Yeah, we're on
moves?
the non-combat.
Moves?
These guys are 1, 2, 3. These ones also have to land there. I'm gonna land a fighter here in Hopei and the tactical there in Suriname.
Man, it really cleared that out, didn't it?
The Akagi's gonna come over here by the
Oh,
Philippines.
Akagi.
This transport's
For
gonna go
namesake.
there. I'm gonna take these two guys from Guam, set them down on the Philippines, and I'm gonna.
Why are you
drop
trying
this
to reinforce the
fighter
Philippines?
On the Ryujo.
He's not going to dignify that with a response.
Oh, I see. Somebody's been
Okay.
watching videos.
I'm gonna dump these three guys.
No, it's his spies that are giving him a heads up.
This minor factory is gonna go there in Hong Kong. And my two destroyers are gonna come up here in Tokyo Bay. And how much money am I making? Is that 50? 56 I spy?
Oh, there's Akagi.
I am not.
40, 50, 6. That is cash. Capital.
Cash
and I had
money.
$2 left over, so.
You're just rolling in the dough.
Oh yeah.
All right. What's next?
Next is the Americans, who are probably going to lay down some smackdown.
I was gonna go to bed, but Steven's been down here stewing and said I needed to film the
So,
video.
the problem is, he's got a lot of air support covering what is essentially a very small naval force. I feel like I have the advantage in Navy, but with the additional coverage of these 5 planes. Now, originally I thought, okay, well, what if I take Iwo Jima? It'll be easy since I have the units here. I can get them there. This force has a naval base, so it's 1, 2, 3 to Iwo Jima. And then if I set up a force, then he can't use his air bases to scramble his fighters, but Iwo Jima is still close enough that he can get all the fighters over and back and not cost him a thing. So I thought, okay, well, what if I roll up on Guam? If I can take, it'll be an uncontested landing. I can get this airfield, which is what I want. I want that airfield. But that destroyer and transport that I used to go to Guam is definitely going to get attacked. But I'm thinking if I can give him a fork, right? I go up, take Guam, and then if I also come down and either, I thought about Palau, but I don't know that I'm going to do that with the Australians. I definitely need to get my $5 back. So if I get units into Dutch New Guinea, it's $5 more. It's $5 more for a national objective. Since I lost Malaya, I'm losing $5 for the economy of Australia. So I can get that $5 back by taking Dutch New Guinea. So I can easily get there, but then that puts this very small Australian, all its eggs in that basket, within striking distance of everything over here. So if I do down here to New Guinea, up here to Guam, and I was thinking about taking these planes and 1 destroyer and going down and taking care of this destroyer and transport, leaving with just 3 transports to operate, because I'm going to have to pull this force back. He's got too much Navy here.
Are you thinking about playing a little bit more offensively than defensively?
So if I come down, yes, if I come down here and sink it, that leaves a destroyer there with a threat. But I will probably end up moving the other naval units back to rendezvous with those ones there.
Oh, did you kill the mortar?
I am going to move a couple units forward, and I want to protect the Burma Road. But as far as like land units, he's got a lot of Air Force. He loves using his Air Force, and I'm pretty sure that he can get his tank in. So that's 3. So the defensive value of 2 infantry may not be enough, but it's enough of a buffer. It's enough of a buffer here that he can't just go ahead and land either in India and take it, because they can't just empty India. But anyway. So that's my plan, to give him too many options to focus on one thing. But knowing him, he'll try to trash me everywhere. But anyway.
All right, can we go to bed now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Welcome to America, round 3. But for some reason, that video of Steven rage strategizing, he was so mad. Was it Japan's turn?
It was last turn, yeah.
He was so mad after Japan's turn, he literally sat down here for like 45 minutes. And so
and it got worse because, as everybody pointed out, rather than listening to my wife and using the battle board, I left the sub down, and subs only defend at 1.
Oh yeah, we had
and
the
they attack at 2.
we have a controversy on a sub too. If you didn't see that video, but anyway.
So I put the destroyer
So
back.
yeah, we put the destroyer back because the sub didn't sink the destroyer.
Yeah, and we have like 1,000 new followers. So
Welcome.
welcome to this shit show. And
Goodness, man.
these two fighting every
And
day.
it is America's turn.
He was very excited this morning.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah,
Are we ready? Are you ready? This guy was like, "You ready to be destroyed?" He just gives me his try it, Dad.
we made him get out.
Try
of,
it.
We made him get out of bed to film this. So
Well, I've got work anyway.
that's right.
All
So
right.
do I. Samesies.
So America's gonna buy a bomber and an infantry, 3 destroyers, a tactical.
Why? Can you use your left hand because I can't
Yes.
see with
Yes.
the right.
A bomber.
I'll say.
I'm not. I'm right-handed.
You're like this.
I'm right-handed. Look, everybody.
Look
Look
at
at all
it.
my stuff.
Look at all my stuff. Can you see it?
So I have a bomber, an infantry, 3 destroyers. That's right, 3 destroyers. Tactical bomber, a fighter, and a light carrier.
Oh, do you want to talk about the light carriers real quick
Oh.
for all of our new people?
Yes, light carriers are an additional unit.
We thought it'd be fitting to put in. So what did we say? It's 10 IPCs.
10 IPCs.
It can only hold 1 air unit, a fighter or tactical bomber. It defends at a 1, and it only takes 1 hit to sink. Unlike the capital ship fleet carriers that take 2 hits to destroy, it can hold 2 units.
Cost 16.
Cost 16 and defend at a 2.
So that's an extra. So anybody asking what weird version are you playing? We're now adding
And we get all of our extra pieces from historicalboardgaming.com, which we've said before, but
not everybody watches this religiously.
Just like that, we play Hoi 4.
yeah, Xander does play Hoi 4
Yeah.
for everyone that
I can do both. It's not a one.
every time one of our videos like gets a little bit of attention, we get you need
Just
to play Hoi
play
4.
Hoi 4. I'm like, well, play it all. Why eat one flavor of ice cream? Why not sample all of the flavors of ice cream?
Okay, well let's
Anyway,
Okay, so those are my
I
purchases.
also have to go to work, so
Those are my purchases. So let's get into combat moves.
okay, so the Americas are here and over there.
Yes.
They're kind of split.
So
Oh, and I guess you have like a plane right there. It's
yeah,
nice
my
here.
bomber. So my bomber is going to take off from the airfield and go 1, 2, 3. Ha ha! Are you trying to hide your cruisers in the fjords? Because I'm gonna get them.
Is that it?
Hipper's gonna.
Fix the curtain a little bit so we don't have.
Well, Mudang wants to.
No dang.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, and then down here.
Let me walk over here. We can visit
So
Abraham's
mad.
side of the. Abraham likes to lord over Spain, but Spain's too small in this game, so he's sitting over here.
All right, so I think I am gonna go ahead and make a costly blunder here
Uh-oh.
and take.
You guys have bullied him into playing more offensively. We'll see how that plays out. Maybe that'll give Xander the edge he needs to have his first global victory.
You go take one back.
And I'm gonna take Guam back. So you can take this and put it back in the box.
Okay, so does he move this?
No.
Oh.
So there's.
It's Guam just has an airfield. It's not worth.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just the
but it's
island
not
and
worth
airfield. It's
anything.
not. Actually, it's worth a lot because it has that airfield. Oh, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? that he thinks the airfield's whatever. Fine, whatever.
You two need to chill out.
Doing anything. He's the
Steven's entirely too excited this morning.
fucking weirdo.
What?
Okay, come
Hey,
on.
go.
Okay, and then. Oh, I don't have a naval base there, do I?
No.
Ticked.
So can you not move if you don't have a naval base?
No, you can. You just move.
Well, I was
2.
gonna take the destroyer 1, 2, 3,
Oh, but you don't have a naval
but since
base.
I don't have a naval base,
You
it's
only
not
move
starting
2.
from the naval base. He only moves 2. All right. And then
Is that all you're doing?
I don't know that I can do any more. I mean,
Okay, well that was kind of an anticlimactic turn. You only go to attack.
I took back Guam. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah, I forgot about the epic Battle of Guam.
Whoa.
I didn't even have any guys there. He kind of just walked onto the beach and was like, oh.
I take this territory for America.
It's actually take it back for America because he owned it at the beginning. of the
Okay,
game.
but aren't you bombing somebody with your
yeah, he's
fighter
blowing up
over
my.
there?
He's trying to blow up the.
Yes. So
Okay, so
let's
we're doing
let's
that?
go ahead and do the
Okay.
do the hipper.
All right, I just about took out your
Again?
thingies there.
Freaking again.
I'm not the one that dumped it on the floor, so I would like it if everyone would chill out a little bit.
Ooh, look at that. I'm attacking
Okay,
at
so you
4.
have the one bomber,
I've got the
and
one.
Xander has
cruiser.
this guy.
Defends it at 3.
Are we sure?
Yes.
They're on the board.
Your
so.
dad out here ruining lives.
Oh,
my gosh.
they won.
So
They
that
won.
means he
It's at the bottom of the fjord.
I feel like your dad rolls better in the morning. How do you feel about it?
No, we should only play at night.
Okay.
That's a good die. It's gonna be the head.
That one's
And-
not going to go in your dice jail.
No,
And
dice
he
jail.
blows up my transport too.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, why does he get your transport too?
Because now it's undefended, so it's just a free.
It's just a freebie for him.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
basically like taking back Guam.
Okay, so now it's non-combat moves.
Non-combat moves. Oh. Alright. Here, hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Okay, use your left hand so we can see.
Okay, so
See past your giant meat hooks.
I am going to
Sausages.
use my transport. Actually, you know what? No, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to take. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Sorry, everybody. Indecisive. I'm gonna put my infantry and one of my mechanized
are you-
infantry.
Getting into Africa?
Yeah.
So you take that territory, right?
So it's already French. He hasn't taken
Oh.
it yet.
That's right, you're French, huh?
Yeah, and then I am going to take a tank and an infantry from here and run it down. And also add those to Morocco.
Oh yeah, for anybody who thought we didn't have cats.
They're just very well behaved.
Well, for the most part, they got on the board for the first time in forever yesterday.
It's just Violet. She really gets on the sides. She's not like.
Yeah, they don't tromp right through the middle.
Okay, are we doing...
Okay, and then non-combat moves here. I think I want to take.
Oh my goodness.
Get out of here.
These down to the Carolines and land them there. And I'm going to take that carrier as well.
So you're just like beefing up over here.
Well, if Nimitz and MacArthur can island hop, maybe I should pay attention to what they did and island hop myself.
Battle's gonna be epic.
Okay, and then I'm going to put these guys back in the Hawaiian Islands. And then I'm going to just place my units.
Okay.
So,
Remember the units from the beginning?
transport, or the light carrier.
Oh, so they didn't have the right color. That's why the
Yeah,
transport's kind of a weird celery
We
green.
got everyone else the right color, but America's olive green, and even just the dark green, like his Marines there, sold out. So, and I feel like Historical Board Gaming doesn't restock all the time. So that's the only problem I have with them.
The bomber, and then I'll put this infantry over on the other side.
Okay. So come over here.
All right. Okay. That should do it.
Okay. Next turn is
China.
China. All right. Round 3. China?
Mhm.
But I made an observation and I got some weird looks. Mostly from Zan. Well, not weird. It's his smug look. I feel like China is about Dunzo. And show me the look that you gave me. And I feel like you had something to say about it.
Indeed, there are only 5 territories left for China. I've only got 16 units.
Oh. Uh-oh. Did you lose your stick?
So,
Did you set up a little table over here?
yeah.
Is that so you don't knock your stuff over?
Yeah, so I don't trump
So you can just knock the entire table over?
It won't happen.
Okay. Foreshadowing.
So the Chinese units can only stay within the boundaries of China. They can't go down to Burma or anything. The only non-China territory they can help take is the Hong Kong territory, Kwangtung. And
Oh, that's kind of boring.
so
Also, I've obsessed about these the entire time, but for the new people, look at the tiny little cannons. I love them so much.
little Chinese artillery.
Yes, they're my favorite part of this game.
And so he has reduced me down to just 5 territories and I think 16 units. It is a dangerous, dangerous time. But Xander knows that he gets me to this point often where it's down to just the 2 territories on the Burma Road. He's done it before. And
Do you come back from it? Or
yeah, I've been able to come back from it. It's hard to seal the deal. So I'm going to try and make it as hard as possible because it's China's turn.
Okay, perfect. Let's go.
All right, so I bought four infantry units. My son said I should have bought three artillery instead of 4 infantry.
He's
but-
not gonna have the Burma Road for long.
Whoa! Big talk, big talk. All right, my combat moves. We're gonna go right there.
That's it?
And you ready for this? Ready for this?
Are you gonna take yourself out?
Am I gonna take myself out? Heck no.
Are you gonna battle to completion?
I will finish it off right here. All right, so fighter, infantry, artillery into Hunan. And I don't know, I'm ruining all of these Chinese provinces.
Yeah, we are.
Somebody was dogging on you for your pronunciations.
Oh, of
Listen.
Iwo Jima? Come
Listen.
on.
We're American. We live in Utah. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, a couple.
We're about the
guys.
whitest white you could white. So.
Here in America, we call it Amarillo, Texas. I mean, come on. All right, so that's the combat. Let's get to it.
Okay, where to start? You're starting here.
Yep. And he's ticked about this one.
These are
'cause
the most.
he was going to take the mechanized and just blitz through 2
Well, I can't
territories.
blitz.
Okay, what do you have?
So I have artillery and a infantry.
Okay.
So I'm attacking at 2s. And I rolled a 4 and a 6.
So,
So,
you know, these are
Okay.
the most elite mechanized infantry.
Okay, so you have one
So yeah, they're at 2.
little dude. Are you pressing the attack?
I am.
All right.
Oh, geez.
Dice gate.
4 and a 6 again.
Nothing. There was a 6 last time.
Maybe your morning rolling has. I think that one needs to be re-rolled. It's up on the side.
It's practically a 3, but
Dig. No, don't. We don't want another dice gate.
Well, and then he
3.
knocked the other one over.
Still a 3.
Got one. Are you going to retreat?
yeah, no. No, I need to. Got him, finally. Oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right. That's
So he
China
thought he was
down
going to
one.
roll through the entire thing with one sad little unit. Is that what you said?
I can.
So the he can't take territory with his aircraft. He can only take territory with his ground units. So and it's a wash because I'm gonna give him this one. But if I had left that mechanized infantry, he would have been able to just very easily roll right down.
I mean, technically, but I would have needed a tank to blitz.
Right, but you could also reinforce it with the aircraft.
This is true.
All right.
So-
Where are you attacking next?
And then Hunan province, I guess. I don't know. It's attack of 3. My infantry and artillery. So
How
I
come
have.
that plane's like a dark green? Is that American?
Yeah, but it represents the American volunteers that the Flying Tigers that flew for China.
Oh, so they can still fight with the Chinese.
Yes, so we bought a specific P-40 Warhawk.
We.
Like we as in us or we as in America during the war?
That P-40 Warhawks from
From one of the other games.
from one of the other Axis and Allies that we just.
But because the American volunteers used P-40 Warhawks.
You guys are out of control. You're
Yeah, we
killing
are.
me.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so
Okay, my 2s,
you have
my
a
infantry and artillery.
plane and 2 cannons?
Yeah, here, let's do this.
Oh, that's a guy.
Yeah. My 2's missed. And come on. Yes. Got one.
Okay, so what do you have?
I have 2 infantry. At 2.
Right.
2 6s.
All right, my 2's
Nope.
and my fighter missed.
3 I missed.
All right.
The rolling is just
Got him.
supreme this morning.
Got one. On my way out.
Okay.
So you took it on the infantry?
Yeah, and so I leave the artillery there to claim the territory.
Maybe you wanna
What
give
about the
me one?
plane?
Down one. Plane has to go land back in. Plane has to go land back in a friendly territory.
Also, Steven wanted to point out that Xander's making more money than America. So,
Yes, and the discussion on the do I attack him? And everybody's like, well, he can only scramble 3 fighters. Yeah, but I can't take my carriers with me. They offer no combat value. Even without his scrambling his 3, I don't know that I would do it because he's got more units on the board. So, I will place my Chinese units. All right, so what I've done now is because China doesn't have an industrial complexes, I can raise my infantry wherever. So even in freshly taken territory.
Which is bullshit, but you know.
well, I mean, they don't seem like they can do much. They need something that they can do.
It's dumb that I have.
Xander thinks anything's dumb that doesn't directly benefit him.
Because it is.
All right, and that was China's turn.
Bam, 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 bam. It's Britain's
I
turn.
was just gonna say, what the heck's that supposed to be? Round 3, Britain's turn. Steven, how many views has that stupid video of you strategizing
A
gotten?
million views. I don't understand.
My least favorite part is I can't watch it, so I have to skim past.
Honestly,
the
once
comments.
this round's over,
Once
he
this
probably
round's
can,
over,
right?
you already know what I was talking about. So it's fairly immediate strategies anyway.
Isn't it your dude? Britain, Jew.
Yeah, Britain, it's me, freaking Churchill, not. I don't know.
Who are
No,
people
never mind.
calling you? Mussolini?
Mussolini? Mussolini's over here.
technically-
MacArthur was over here.
MacArthur, that's
Te-
what it was.
Technically, I'm Mussolini. El Duce.
I was just trying to get your dad all riled up.
Where's my?
Hey, turn.
I was gonna say, where's my history game.
Oh my gosh, dude, let's get going.
Well, they brought up MacArthur, and now I'm on a tear
Okay,
about
well, we can do a
why
separate video
General
about that.
Douglas MacArthur was not the supreme commander of.
Okay, well, let's.
Admiral Halsey would have words for you.
Okay,
Anyway,
what are you doing?
so I am not going to use my right hand. I'm going to use my left hand. All right, I'm going to buy 2 tanks, a transport, and 2 infantry.
What are these?
And then those are for the Far East. And
What do you mean
there's
the Far East.
so these are units that can only go on these 2 boards, and these
Oh.
units can go on those 2 boards. So they have me split up. So that's why I have 2 different currencies.
Oh,
This is for the Far East, and that's for the
for Britain. Okay.
for the regular, for the home islands. All right. So
Steven was running around outside playing Nerf guns with his
In
niece and nephew in the rain. Now he's all wet.
I let them win. Don't get misconstrued that somehow
He lets them win.
they come in yelling victory over Steven. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Okay. Combat moves.
All right, so my combat moves. Why is this sub like to the side? Okay,
Because the cat walks on the board and
so
grumbles it.
combat moves. Are you guys ready for this?
I
I'm gonna
was
start
born
out.
ready.
Are you going to go into Iraq?
Am I gonna go to Iraq? You wish. All right, I'm gonna take this straight in here. Add both. Let's see here, because they can reach, right? 1, 2.
They've got 5 movement.
All right. So that combat is happening. All
You
right.
could land him in Australia if you wanted.
He's
Somebody
just trying to clear India out.
Somebody said that the algorithm had reached New Zealand and we needed to be careful with our Anzac comments.
I
We
love,
have- yeah,
I
we
love
have
the
nothing but-
Aussies.
Yeah,
I was like, I only remember us disparaging France. I
Yeah.
didn't remember saying anything mean about Anzac.
Which I
we
think
do kind of beat up on
everyone
France,
else would
which-
probably agree that the French are the French.
Okay.
But
even the French would be like, fair. Okay, and then this infantry. That's a non-combat, and that artillery is going right
Are you
there.
just going into Belgian Congo with that guy? You're not going to go into Kenya?
Yes, I'm doing this combat first, though, as opposed to your freebie. Fine, I'll do the freebie right now.
Okay, sure.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Oh, do you get a point for that?
He does
Yes.
get a dillery dollar.
I feel like every dollar counts.
Yeah, because now it's 27. So suck it. Oh, okay. Okay.
Finish your combat moves. Quit dicking around.
That's his favorite thing to do. Is
I know. Takes 8.5 business days to do anything.
you know, I feel like you can always tell that my videos are shorter than
My
his.
migraine's coming back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, please.
Is it because he's taking so long? Oh, migraine.
25 years of being married to this man.
Yeah, my patient, long-suffering wife. Okay,
I thought you were ready.
I am ready. I'm just making sure all my moves are the right ones.
Are you moving anything else over here?
Not for combat.
You're not going to do any strategic bombing?
People keep saying drop the nukes too.
Well, I don't have nukes yet.
Oh, can you get nukes in this game?
No.
No.
Oh.
No, super weapons are in the Command and Conquer universe. Super weapons are not unlocked.
Global War 36, I think, has.
Yeah,
nukes.
Global War.
Okay,
36
what are we
days.
doing?
Okay, so let us go ahead and do.
You
that
are
as
going
well.
into Iraq?
Yep.
They're turning Italian.
I suspect as
Surprise.
much.
Well, why wouldn't you? Oh. What are you doing? Why did you get...
Because they're pro-Axis,
'Cause-
so they're technically not a part of the war, but Dad just declared war on them,
But-
and they were already leaning to be Axis.
So you
they,
get automatic units?
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
joined.
They were
army
friendly,
joins
but not
me.
at war, and now
So if
they're
I
at
had gone
war.
into it, I would have just gotten him for free. Since he's going in there, he has to fight them.
Okay. So are we fighting them?
Yeah, so let's start out with that one.
Remember the new rule.
Everything goes on the board.
Okay, so you have
3 at
Three?
1.
3 units, and you have...
3 units at 2.
So you get extra because he declared war on you?
No. That's just how many. You see, there's a little guy with 3 next to it. That's how many guys are in Iraq.
Okay. Well, why do you get to do it at a 2?
So because that's
they're
where they
defending.
defend.
The
Oh.
infantry
So if you look at the battle board, attacking with just infantry is the weakest attack, but defending, the infantry defend a lot stronger than they
Oh, why
attack.
haven't I noticed that
because you
before?
can dig in and transpositions.
Because we're lined up on nothing.
Also nothing. See, to the guy that said that it makes it so that he can roll whatever he wants. I don't
It's
know.
the nighttime curse of it being
All right,
8:21.
I'm gonna
at night.
press the attack
Of course you are.
and nothing.
Nothing. Oh my gosh. Are you going to retreat?
No, I'm gonna keep going.
Nope.
Nothing.
Got one. Are you going to retreat?
Yes.
He loses one of his toys, so he retreats.
Hey yo, set me up too.
Italians up 2. All right, and then let us do. Where's the other one? Let's do
Oh.
Africa combat here.
Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. I wonder who colonized that.
So
Okay, so you have.
infantry attacks at a 1, but because I have an artillery, when you do attack both at the same time, I can move them up to 2.
Oh,
And I just have one guy at 2.
So
one little dude.
I'm gonna fire it up.
Whoa, dice game.
I got him anyway, so
Nothing.
Okay, well, you lost your dude.
And 1 9PC. But I made it back because I took, because he attacked Iraq. Now I get Iraq's stuff. So technically it was a net loss, a net negative.
Net 0.
Net zero.
zero.
You got that?
I can't, listen.
You listen.
all right.
I stayed up late last night.
Well, whose
All
fault
right,
is that?
now here's my destroyer. Yeah.
Destroyer v Destroyer.
So,
Well, I've got a
what do-
tactical and a fighter.
What do you have?
A destroyer, a tactical,
The
and a fighter.
tactical
And so
gets-
because I have both a fighter and a tactical bomber, he gets to attack at 4 now because he's
Oh.
fighter escort. All right.
He's gonna hit 0. And I'm gonna
Nope.
blow something up.
My destroyer is green. Sunk it. Double sunk it. Double sunk it.
I just have the 1 Destroyer at 2. Nothing.
I can't do the.
I didn't even see that. What did you do?
Oh, I did the. Yes. That's Adam Scott.
From Parks and Rec?
Yeah, from Parks and Rec when he wins Cones of Dunshire.
We are still watching Severance too. We still have 2 more episodes to watch though. It's month end, so I haven't been home.
Non-combat maneuvers.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, we are going to move 2 infantry in to secure the Burma Road. I don't know that that's going to do much, but he definitely wants this little red line here.
Mm-hmm.
If he can break that red line, if he occupies any part of that, that breaks the Burma Road, and China doesn't get any artillery anymore. So they're just attacking with 1s instead
Not
of.
China. I feel like
2s.
their deck is stacked against them, even with their cute little cannons. I'm obsessed with those. Well, you might find one disappear.
Where are you gonna take it?
I don't know,
Okay.
maybe I'll put them on my computer at work so I can
And
look at it.
then we will bait the IJ in.
What does that mean?
I am
Are you-
leaving Calcutta available to his transports.
To try and get him to like.
He wants me to do an amphibious assault on India.
Yes.
Are you going to take the bait?
Stick around and find out. I don't know.
How many are you, what do we have left in this round? Anzac?
Just
Italy,
Italy,
Anzac,
Italy,
and
Anzac,
then
France.
France.
Oh.
France
Which I
in
feel like we
there.
usually jam that into one
Yeah, they're all
round,
pretty
don't
quick.
we?
All right, and then I'm gonna move
The
British fleet all the way up. I'm gonna load infantry and artillery. 1,
He's still
2,
managing
3.
to make it so I can't see, even with his left hand.
Yay, the Canadians have arrived.
So, support from the Canadians. They're going to roll up from Ontario.
Is Canada
To
a
Quebec.
different color?
No. They get their own little emblem, though, on
They do. See? The maple leaf.
Hmm.
Part of the Commonwealth, but just like...
I was gonna say they look like
British.
Brit.
I know, they get done dirty in this game because Anzac gets their own gray units, and they're like, well, the Canadians, we'll just make them British.
Make them like hot pink or something.
Ooh, maybe I will get some... All right, and then...
Or red, like a maple leaf.
Oh,
Japan used to be red.
Well, it's available, isn't
Now
it?
they're pumpkin orange.
2. And then we will go...
Okay, now we're putting your units down.
Yeah, and then we'll put 2 tanks down here in South Africa. Another transport. And 2 more infantry. I'll chip these up later, everybody.
Feel like his navy's getting a little out of control.
Mine or his?
His. Are you getting scared? Like, look at all these boats here. And all those boats over there.
Ships. You should see the look of death that Heather gave me.
Listen,
These are boats, so submarines are called boats.
I was.
Capital ships are...
Every time I watch General Hand Grenade, I cringe every time these boats.
Oh, General Hand Grenades uses boats? I hadn't noticed that.
No, he not? Yeah. I was watching his Italian strategy video. He's like, these boats, they're just gonna go away. YouTuber that does a lot of Axis and Allies content. General Hand Grenade. What is it? The Hilltop Bunker.
The Hilltop Bunker. Young Grasshopper was the first guy I found. He's Canadian, by the way, so I wonder if he has an opinion.
Like most of them are.
Are they really?
They actually like game together, unlike us who are in
Lucky.
the middle of F off nowhere, Utah, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're
Also-
all on East Coast, I think, aren't they?
Well,
Because he's from Ontario. I could get up to Alberta, but
We're also thinking about maybe doing a live again now that we have better internet. Maybe it'll actually work this
Okay.
time.
So yes, I've placed 3 more infantry in Calcutta. So we'll see how this goes. I think Xander is a little nervous.
Okay, so it's still round 3.
But it's the Italians, and then we figure.
Yeah, we're just gonna jam Anzac and France into this turn because they're usually pretty short.
Anzac France.
And then that'll be the end of round 3, right?
Finally. Okay, I'm buying
We'll
a
leave the...
cruiser,
What?
No, go ahead.
2 infantry, and an artillery. And I'm going to. I've got 3.
How much does that stuff cost you?
This is 12. This
man.
is 6, 10, so 22. I have a
And
buck.
how much money did you get on this round? We should probably start saying that. We also have like 3,000 more followers now all of a sudden this week.
I forgot, but I will keep track. Just know my math was right when I did that a day ago.
Okay.
Um,
He's like, trust me, I'm not evil at all.
my 3 transports, I'm going to pick up 2 infantry plus this guy, plus 2 artillery and a tank.
Is your dad in trouble?
See his face over there.
Where's he going? Where's he
We're gonna
going?
go through the Suez Canal. We're gonna dump him here.
Whoa. Did you just
So-
move like 355?
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
The
It
battleship's
seemed like
gonna
you-
come
So-
through.
Like you like went
he's
from
got to make sure that that is a
Cruisers.
sunken destroyer.
And destroyers.
Oh, you done screwed up,
Are you trying to take
Aaron.
out that France guy?
Yeah, well, originally his carrier was sitting here, and I was like, he's not gonna move that. He's Stephen Ross. So I was not expecting this.
He
but
done screwed up.
You
You
think
done
so?
screwed up.
I think that's really the only combat I'm gonna do.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh,
Oh, so.
that's the land combat. Let's do navy first.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's French destroyer that's stopping you. That you're like, oh, I planned on sinking that. French destroyer.
Well, he's screwed because I've got 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, and
The Regimarina. Oh, come on.
Okay, so what do you have?
2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, A battleship.
to try to take out this guy.
It wasn't.
So what
that
do you
guy
have?
just happened to be there.
So it's one French destroyer.
Okay.
He just happened
Yes,
to be
originally he would have been taking on my cruiser, my carrier, and my two
there. Okay,
planes.
my 2s.
Nope.
Nothing. My 3s. Double kill. Got him.
Okay. And since his battleship is a 2-hit battleship, this is even pointless. Even if I
You
won.
got a 1 though.
Unless you want to take out your transport.
So he doesn't have to do anything?
No, he's his damaged battleship. He's gonna take it on his battleship.
Yeah. I just remembered I've got a naval
Oh, that's
base
right. You
here.
put it on the side, huh?
Yeah. So the navy. He's got the naval base. So it's no thing.
Okay. Now I've got.
And for anybody who cares about the French, I would have taken the destroyer. It's just Italy goes in between the two.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to
So I've got 3 infantry. 2 of them are supported by artillery, and then I've got a tank.
and I've got an artillery and an infantry.
2 sad little guys.
The
But the nice thing is no
blacks
naval
are my
bombardment.
2s. This is my 1.
Oh, that is a bummer.
And my 3. Got 1. Okay, the tanks are at least pulling out.
The Italians. I think we're gonna start making fun of the Italians as much as the British aren't doing that
Nothing.
well. Nothing.
My 1. Nothing. My 2s. Got him. That's the kind of roll that we wanted.
Yeah, that's what you like to see, huh? Too bad it's just taking out 1 unit, huh?
Boom.
My
He
lord.
got one on his way
I'll
out.
take an infantry.
You
Alright.
done screwed up, Rom.
Britain down 1, Italy up 1.
Okay, so that's Italy's turn.
So these guys are going to go in northern Italy, and this cruiser, this destroyer, transport, goodness, I cannot speak, is going to go there. These fighters and this bomber go here. I'm going to solidify my gains. Okay, so now Italy is making $16. Plus 5 for no enemy ships in the Mediterranean. Where are 5s?
What do the 5s look like?
There we go, right there. And then I get 2 IPCs for having Iraq.
Okay.
Okay, so next is Anzac.
All right, what are you going to do?
Pissed.
Uh-oh.
Okay, stop. Mediterranean's later.
You can be
Anzac
pissed
first.
after the turn.
All right. I am going to go ahead and purchase a sub and a transport
So
from
how
the
much does that
Anzac fleet,
cost?
and that will 13. So 6 and 7.
Taking comments to heart.
What?
Taking comments to heart.
He's gonna try and use some submarine tactics on my newly founded oil fields in the South Pacific.
So
Okay, let's come over here.
mobilization zone here. Are you ready for this amazing?
Abraham's got this.
Yeah, he does.
All right.
Abraham has everything.
I'm going to load up these 2 Australian units and go 1, 2, bam. Dutch New Guinea is now Australian.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move my 2 cruiser and destroyer along with it. And that's all I have for combat moves. My non-combat moves, take these 2 fighters and put them in Guam. Don't worry, it won't capsize. It's an island.
Stephen.
That infantry there.
Although, also, Is anyone interested in hearing Steven's musing about Douglas MacArthur?
Oh my gosh. Yes, seriously. So that stupid.
Not now.
This.
Not now.
I'm telling you, the
Not
stupid game.
now. We'll do a separate video for that if people want to hear it.
Make sure to put your round on Dutch and Guinea.
I'll put it on there. I'll
Okay.
put it on there. Don't even worry about it.
Remember, you need Malay to get those IPCs.
What does he get?
He gets 5 IPCs if he has all of Australia's original territories plus Dutch New Guinea there, so the other half of New Guinea that he just took, and Malaya.
Where's Malaya?
Mine.
Oh.
Welcome to Singapore.
5 IPCs if the Allies control Dutch New Guinea, New Britain, and New Solomon Islands. They get another 5 if they have Malaya.
So he could get 10.
So you could get 10.
So he stole my 5 from Malaya, so I took my 5 from Dutch New Guinea.
Bullshit. That is.
Okay.
And
Everyone gets IPC so easy, but Japan has to work for their national objectives.
Britain has to maintain its entire.
I'm pretty sure
Entire-
you choose to play as the Axis out every single time, so chill out.
Well,
When we
and-
play
and
anniversary, I'll be the allies.
What?
That
Britain-
was what was decided.
Britain gets their $5 for maintaining their empire. So as soon as I lose 1 British territory anywhere, especially in Africa, I don't get the bonus. Oh, now it's like, "Wee, wee, wee," but if I do that when it's Japan, it's like, oh, bullshit.
Yeah, because
Japan
that's
has to work for
because
them.
that's easy.
Okay.
You just have
Get
to
your
start
get your
doing
IPCs, because I'm assuming Anzac is done, right?
Yes, Anzac is done,
So what do you get?
and they are
$15.
they're 10, so it's 15.
Rude.
Family jokes.
Okay.
Next is France,
Gosh,
and
Oh,
they
I'm
don't they don't buy anything. They just
they
exist.
don't buy anything.
Poor France. Well, so why
Well,
is France in here, but Canada doesn't have its own units?
Because
Because they're French.
I mean, it's Canada.
Even the French Canadians and the French don't get along.
Okay, so what are you doing?
he took Tobruk.
I took Tobruk,
Oh, okay.
and
You're gonna fight that guy?
yes, I am. So that's a 1 attack against the.
So you have 2
Two.
infantry and he has 1.
Yep.
He's giving up. Seriously.
I'm not giving up. Dang it.
I guess I'll roll that like a moron.
I got him.
What do you mean you got me?
You got a 1.
I got a 1.
Sorry, I didn't get. Can you do that again? I didn't get it on camera.
Do what?
That thing that you just did.
All right. Is
You just.
do you want to take this guy from French Equatorial Africa into Anglo-Egyptian Sudan?
You're gonna pay so dearly for what you just did.
Okay. Are you done?
That's the look that Steven loves.
Are you done?
Yes.
Awesome. So now we're to turn 4, and we'll top the round. Germany.
Okay,
Oh,
so. Okay. So we've been doing a strategy session in between rounds, so that's what our next video will be. They'll each say what their strategies are going to be going into the next round.
Yeah. I need to rethink my Japanese purchases.
See, how does it feel? How does it feel now that I have to readjust Africa's explosion into Italy territory?
IPCs.
Okay. We just finished round 3, and Steven's super worked up, so he
So-
wanted to rage strategize some more, which apparently is what you guys like to see.
I'm really pissed. I was hoping to at least take down 1 infantry over here and then hit him with this, but obviously he moved his fighters up because he doesn't need them to support any of that mess over there.
So who has the paratroopers?
The Soviets.
So are you gonna actually use them this round?
Yeah, well, they can only be used from your air base, and they can only be used at a distance of basically 3 territories away. right?
So is that a yes or a no?
So I would have to build an air base lower down to be able to utilize paratroopers there. I will, however, right here from this one.
You'll use paratroopers?
Oh yeah, because these 4 are going to take Finland, and then they're going to go into Norway. And he's going to try to reinforce that once he gets there. But if I take Finland, and I figure I might lose 1 unit, but I can easily make up those 2. I am worried though about emptying too much because of this force, but I think he might be planning on bypassing Leningrad and going straight for Moscow. That's a possibility. But again, if I have 2 paratroopers out of the airfield, now I don't know if it'd be advantageous to build an airfield down here. I might do that. I'm gonna look at my purchases, but this pisses me off so much. So I was gonna try to take at least 1, hopefully 2 units out, and then I was like, okay, well my French guy can go in.
Is that the guy that he just destroyed?
So then not that it made a difference, I was gonna say, if all 3 of them attack, but now he's got that solidly defended. So, and he better run away with this fleet, because all of the British are coming back. Now that they're on the other side of the...
Now that you're mad?
Yeah, you better run away, because if I can crush him here, I can move 1, 2, 3. Now, what I'm ticked, because I can't get, if I can get an air unit in and sink that would have been perfect. But because he's got that destroyer block, I can only move in here. Otherwise, it'd be freaking landing units right in Rome. And you'd be, that kid. But I was successful over here in accomplishing my goals. So now that I have 2 fighters on that, I can scramble and defend the transport. So that's 3 units. So he might have to focus more than just 1 destroyer or a couple of planes, right? Thanks to the Australian. Now, I am worried about this. I am in danger of both the large fleet and this. But he can't do much with this because he's being threatened by other stuff. So, puts him in a pickle, doesn't it? And then, I'm just going to start... Oh, I didn't place my units.
Uh-oh.
So, and then I'm going to start building up forces to come around and start messing with the money islands down here. Java, Borneo are going to be mine. So I've already, and I got rid of one of his transports. As you can see, he hasn't replaced any of those transports. So he's got, what, 2, 4, 5 transports in his fleet. These ones cannot affect anything over here yet. But I have a feeling those are going to end up coming up here.
What's this white spot in the middle of Russia?
That's Mongolia. So, if I attack Japan here, nothing will happen. They're neutral. But they hate Japan so much that if Japan attacks Soviet Union on the border here, then all of these neutral guys, they all become Russian infantry units, and then they go in. So if you see here, how it has an infantry, that means
oh, that's kind of like over there.
Yeah. So they're weird. They hate Japan so much they'll come in against Japan if Japan gets uppity and decides, hey, I'll take Soviet Far East. That's why I have these 10 over here. I should move them up and consolidate. But I'm moving these ones over. But these right here are a good insurance, because then that ties up all of those units there. Because if he takes those units away, then it'll be more of an incentive for me to invade through here.
Okay. Sounds like you got your story straight. All right, my guy. What is your strategy?
So for this turn, a little bit of damage control on the Pacific side, because yikers.
Because, yeah, I feel like it did not go your way.
Yikers. I did my goal, though. I took Malaya, which was kind of the idea. So I basically have all the money islands. If I get...
What are the money islands for people who don't know?
It's these ones, because they're like 4 APCs, 3 APCs, 4, and Malaya's worth 3. The problem is I think I need Dutch New Guinea to get my $5, and that's kind of going to be a hassle. Let me just make sure.
Isn't that the one your dad just took back?
Yeah. Sleeps. No, okay, I don't need that. I just need Celebes and I get an extra $5. So, again, I'm butchering it, but we're a couple white guys, so sounds about right.
How can you be mad at this face? He's just a boy.
I haven't shaved or showered him a little bit, so I look like a gremlin. But, so I can kind of just leave this here. I mean, he gets
Too
5
far
IP.
away.
He gets like 5 IPCs for that.
So you're just gonna leave Anzac to its own devices?
Kinda. I don't know. This worries me because I think he also realized that submarines might be effective. I had a plan. It kind of backfired because now I need to spend more money on surface ships, but I was going to buy a wolf pack of like 3 submarines. I'm going to have to build it up slowly. But he's got like nothing over here. If I move some submarines up here, I can start sinking some convoys up here. And then he's got to divert forces so that I'm not the only one diverting forces. So Japan's going to be
I
kind
feel
of...
like everybody's navies are getting a little out of control.
Yeah, it's a little...
Because there's a lot of clusters
The
of...
good thing is I've now forked him. That's kind of to fork.
What does fork even mean?
So now he's got a
That
problem.
sounds scandalous.
He either diverts his British force to go after the Italians, or they wreak havoc down here. Because hi Violet. Because I can just instead of fighting all this, I can just go 1, 2, 3. Navally invade South Africa. I get the factory. Bada bing, bada bam. Or and if he does that, then my Japanese fleet is sitting pretty and I can go here. Or he attacks the Japanese fleet and the Italian fleet can go down. So he's got to decide. I doubt he would do both, because if he does both, I'm going to smash whatever comes my way. So that's good. Americans look scary. They're all spread out. It's not really if I, break it down.
You play your cards.
Yeah,
right.
one aircraft carrier, and a battleship. So I've got time. So we're gonna holding pattern here. I'm buying more infantry to shore up the Chinese front because I'm out of dudes. So I might have to move some guys from Manchuria, which is a scary thought. We'll get to it when it comes to it. The main goal, though, is I'm gonna build some tanks. I'm just gonna rush down India because the faster I take down India, that's one less person I have to deal with. And I get $5 for having India along with the 3 that it makes.
Do you care that much about China?
I kind of do, because if I don't, then I'm gonna lose a bunch of money. Like ton of my income is like right here is like it's death by 1,000 cuts, because the more he takes, I'm down 1, I'm down 1, I'm down 1, I'm down 1. So it's kind of good to keep China at bay, and they're getting a little strong. That's over there. Over here.
Because it's Germany's turn next.
It's Germany's turn next, so I'm buying 3 more tech rolls. We'll see how
For
that
anybody
goes.
who doesn't think we have cats, she was apparently on the board when Xander got home today.
Yesterday.
Oh, I thought you said it was today.
Or not yet. It was the other day. It was when I got home from the Tulip Festival, because I went to that with some coworkers. Anyway. Germany, this kind of scares me.
Yeah.
But then you just look at it, and he's got 2 transports, so he can move a maximum of 4 guys. Less scary. It's a lot of bark and no bite. So I've still got a little bit of time. Like if I just, build guys, which I'm doing. I'm making some infantry and artillery, and I just Atlantic wall. I can counterattack whatever flip he drops there, and then Problem is these can bridge. So submarines, I kind of want to use my strategic bombers to go after his fleet, but I also want to bomb the ever-living crap out of these factories so that Russia can't do anything.
Russia seems a little spread out too.
They are.
I mean, I guess it's a huge territory.
So, this turn, we're going on land. No siege of Leningrad, we're taking Leningrad. I'm going to bring all these guys from the Baltic states, these tanks, these mechanized infantry from Poland.
You're going
My-
to perform a Leningrad?
Uh-huh.
Or no, it's a Stalingrad.
Stalingrad's over here. But I'm going to try and take it. My meager Luftwaffe that still exists, which they might all get shot down. He's got 2 AA guns, so he gets to shoot at each of my guys once. Might be rough, but we'll see how it goes. So, this, he can have. I'm going to take Leningrad. If I take Leningrad, knowing him, he's going to get absolutely miffed that I took a single city.
Well, he loses a single guy and he's miffed, so...
Yeah.
Is he going to be punching walls and kicking bumpers?
Yeah. So the Italians' main goal is to be taking South Africa this next turn, but that's kind of dependent on what Britain does. If he does attack the fleet, I'm building a factory to put here in Iraq, and that will, these guys, big scary, but if I have guys coming up from here and from over here, he's going to have to spread them out. He can't just sit there. So I'm not too worried about that. I've got this destroyer here, which is just going to sit here so that when the Americans try to get
so
in...
he can't go through there, right?
Mhm. Like, it's going to die. It's not going to do anything. And the point of it is it's a screening force so that it stops him from just bull running right into Italy. So I'm buying some submarines for a counterattack. So he comes in, tries to destroy my destroyer, and then I come back with the submarines and the cruiser from an attack. So Italy's in a good spot. I'm going to try maybe to take Yugoslavia because it's rough. We've just got 5 guys there, and it's only $2. But for Italy, that's a lot. Like an idiot, he attacked me with the guy from Syria. I don't know what he was thinking. Now it's just a free money
It's
for me.
Stephen Ross. I don't know what you want.
Yeah. I was gonna maybe take a gamble and have my strategic bomber come over and bomb this French guy. Now, if he rolls a 2 or a 1, yikers. But if I blow him up, or even if I lose the bomber, I'm fine with that, because then my tank can just start blitzing through. I counted it out. There's like 18 IPCs here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's just being held by this one French dude?
Yeah, so he's cooked, honestly. So, Europe's in a pretty good spot, I feel. Pacifics is kind of where I'm roughing it, but it's Stephen Ross. He's gonna make a tactical blunder somewhere along the line, and I'm just gonna full send straight in. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
This is going to be your first victory, right?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, I won the Lord of the Rings.
Okay, global victory.
I think I've won before.
Your dad,
I beat
your
my friends all the
dad
time.
made the stupidest decisions that have ever been made in that Lord of the Rings game. That was...
He did.
He just dinked around for the entire game and then was shocked Pikachu face.
I don't know what he is, because he can outstand me. When I'm playing with my friends, I dominate. Like, there was one game where, as the Germans, I went and navally invaded the United States. Granted, I held on to it for 1 turn, but that means I took all of the United States' money for a turn, and I downgraded this to a minor factory, and it was...
It was glorious.
It was a gloat to behold all gloats. Like, it was kind of awesome. So, I don't know if that will happen again.
Because your dad doesn't play offense, he plays defense
He
and
does.
just wears you down. And then...
That is the rough part. So...
I feel like he's been a little bit more offensive this game, though.
He has kind of been. So, I've got 3 tech rolls. We'll see how those go in the next video. But I'm kind of hoping to either get advanced artillery or mechanized infantry like I tried to. Or even war bonds. Those would be nice. And I guess paratroopers. Maybe. If I do.
Remember that time your dad has paratroopers?
He does have paratroopers. So that actually, if I do take Leningrad, I can paradrop some extra guys into Moscow. So we'll see how that goes.
Alright, Godspeed.